My room needs a small makeover, and I think it's time to finally give it that. These posters have been hanging up on my wall for a long time now, and recently, I've been thinking about creating a comic wall. I've seen a lot of photos of friends posting theirs and what theirs looks like, and I want to try and create my own. The only problem is, I don't have that many comics to put on my wall right now. I've only got about 4 comics that I can put up on my wall, and 4 doesn't seem like a lot, especially if I'm trying to create a comic wall. I'm thinking of hopefully grabbing 5 more comics that I can add to that wall. I'll be heading to my local comic book shop and taking a look at some of the older comics that they have and putting them on display on my comic wall. It's time to do a little of redecorating.
That is a must. Wake up, get to it, ain't nothing about it. The only way to it is do it, no way around it. Before that we cruising like the Caribbean with mileage. I'ma always be solid, I'm a young brother with knowledge. Go do the science, dog. Always I'm like a pilot, dog. Look at my eyes, I'm tired, dog.
Okay, so the plan today is to head to my LCS and take a look at some of the comics they have there. I know that my LCS has a decent amount of facsimiles. For those of you that don't know what a facsimile is, it's basically just a complete replica of older comics. Of course, they're not the original, but you know, it's the exact same with the exact same ads, exact same everything. The only difference is now it's also more modernly priced. So we're gonna take a look at that, and if anything else, we'll see what other back issues they have, and maybe I could add those to the wall. Also, for those that don't know, it is also Free Comic Book Day. My LCS has a special event going on right now too, where they have a lot of different voice actors, specifically from the video game Marvel Rivals, where they have select characters there, as well as a bunch of writers and artists there that are doing free signings and giving away free art. I'll also check that out, see what's going on there. But if anything, the main mission today is just to get some comics for the comic book wall because it needs a little bit of revamping. A lot of the stuff on my wall I am not as much interested in anymore. A lot of it is just K-pop, and some of you have maybe even seen it in a couple of other videos. But I think it's time to get rid of that and put up something that represents me, well, specifically comics. And if I'm being completely honest, I think it would look great in the background of some videos. I recently thought about creating this comic wall after getting some stuff signed, and I would love to have it displayed to show it off because it means something to me now. Of course, I have a couple of other stuff that I would like to showcase, and you know, I can always change up the wall whenever I have some of these little clips that I can have to hold up some of my comics. I think this is what people use. This is what some people use for theirs, so this will come in handy. So first things first, we gotta head to my LCS and pick up some comics. And if not, then we can always go to a different shop and see what they have as well. But I'm hoping to keep it local just for the day. I think I said previously in a different video that it would be nice to go to different shops and see what they have going on, especially for Free Comic Book Day, because certain shops have certain deals. But I also just don't want to spend too much time and gas and money trying to find just maybe even one comic. But who knows, maybe my LCS has their own little sweet deal going on. But if not, it's okay, it's whatever. But I have been eyeing a few comics there, and I know that they're gonna have it, so I'm gonna make sure to quickly go pick those up, and then we'll skedaddle on out. But now, actual first things first, let's get going. I have parked and made it to my LCS. Parked a little bit far because there's a lot of parking for the comic book day. There's a huge line of people waiting to get some free comics, and I'm gonna have to join in that line. So I'll see you when I get inside. Okay, time to find the wall. I'm back from my LCS, and it was crazy. There was a lot of people. The line was long. It went around the corner of the block, and the wait was a bit. So kind of sat there playing games on my phone, but it ended up being awesome. I mean, I got a lot of free stuff here that I will show you, and I even got a coupon, which I'll show. It's at the bottom. I get a coupon for 4 free comics, which are valid for the next week. And they are from Select Books. So that's awesome. I'm gonna make sure to hopefully it works on like the single issues, because I want to get myself some of those. But if I can get some trades, that's even crazier, you know. But I think I would like to get some. But if it only works for the single issues, I'm gonna be playing some catch up on some certain ongoing runs right now. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It was a really fun experience. There was a lot of people. It was packed. The other half of the store was filled with all the voice actors and the comic artists there. I didn't really get any footage. I was really set on getting my comics for the comic wall that we're gonna be putting up back there soon, and you'll get to see. But let me first show you, before we get to creating the comic wall, the comics that I got. We'll start first with the free comic book day stuff. First, we got here a fat stack of comics for free comic book day. There was a lot more than that, but obviously I'm not gonna grab everything because not everything interests me. So I only just grabbed whatever I really wanted, and that was about it. Here we have Spider-Man Venom. I mean, anything really Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. I gotta pick it up. So this, I had to, you know, because I mean, also the artwork on the cover is pretty sick. Again, this is probably just another variant of it, but we have here another Spider-Man Venom. This cover is also just as sick. I mean, you can see Venom just kind of like towering over Spider-Man, and Spider-Man trying to defend himself, protect himself from Venom. Looks sick. I will be reading some of the free comics that I have here. I haven't gotten to some of the ones from Superman Day, so I gotta get around to those. But I also saw that my LCS was giving away some of those as well from Superman Day, some of those free comics. But yeah, not a lot of there was a lot more Marvel than there was DC, which sucks because I know there was a Lego Batman exclusive, but they didn't have it. Oh well, what can I do? We got New Titans here. I think this is legitimately just like the comic. There's nothing here that says free comic book day. Yeah, this is I legitimately just got New Titans for free. And this is the start of a brand new story arc, so that's pretty cool. I mean, hey, just another one for the collection, honestly. But yeah, awesome. I even realized it until just now. That's sick. We have here the Energon Universe. This is a free comic book day one. I thought it was. I didn't see it, but because I was like, oh, it's in issue number 1. No, it's just probably just a preview for the Energon Universe, if anything. But yeah, I mean, I've been seeing it, but the only thing I've been reading from the Energon Universe is Transformers. That's about it. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe this is like the gateway into it. This free comic book that I got from my LCS. But yeah, we'll give it a read and see. Next one isn't really comics, it's more anime, but we have here Initial D. I saw this. This was the first thing that I saw, and I was like, oh, that looks sick. I'm probably going to be displaying this maybe at some point. I don't know if it's going to be on the wall because it's not really a comic, but I think it just looks awesome, honestly. And I'm familiar with Initial D, not all too much, but I mean, I know it's a manga about like cars and racing, so I thought, you know what, why not pick it up? Next one we have here is Judge Dredd. I know he is part. I think is it part of the DC universe? I'm not too familiar with Judge Dredd like that, but I saw it and I was like, why not pick it up? Because I mean, it just looks sick from the cover alone. And I mean, I'm not too familiar with Judge Dredd like that, but I'm hoping this will be good, because I mean, who knows? Just another character that I don't know about, and maybe I'll start liking them. We got a preview here for the next level for DC, because of all their new the new titles are coming out. We have Batwoman, Lobo, and Deathstroke here on the cover. They got like a bunch of new stuff. I know there's probably going to be giving previews for Firestorm and for Zatanna and all that other good stuff. But yeah, gotta pick the preview. I have here Spider-Man Ultimate Universe. I don't know if this is like the Ultimate Spider-Man like storyline, or if this is like something completely different. But I mean, I can't pass up on another Spider-Man story. I love Spider-Man a lot, so I had to pick it up. Speaking of which, we have here the Amazing Spider-Man. This was a giveaway. I think this might be for an ongoing series, because it's saying here Queen in Black, which is a series I know for Marvel right now. I'm not too familiar with, but we'll see, because again, it's Spider-Man. I'm obviously going to be checking it out. The last one here that we have for Free Comic Book Day is Avengers Armageddon. I assume this is probably going to be a preview for the upcoming comic. I mean, we'll see. Honestly, this will determine whether or not I want to pick it up, because I know they also announced issue number 2 in the summer. And honestly, again, I don't really know about Marvel Comics right now, because they're kind of on like a decline, just story wise, and even just like, you know, like the amount of ads that they're just tossing into these, which is insane. But yeah, we'll see. We'll look through the preview. I assume this is gonna be a preview. We'll look through it and see whether or not I want to pick up Armageddon. That was everything for Free Comic Book Day. Let me now show you what I got that we're gonna be displaying on the comic book wall just behind me, because this was a tough decision to try and find some stuff that some comics that I wanted to show off, and there was a lot, you know. There's even some stuff that I didn't show on camera after the fact, after pulling so many out and just kind of like looking through which ones I really wanted the most. Like, they had the first issue appearance of the Avengers. There was some X-Men stuff that I thought I could have been picking up too. But I mean, honestly, for the X-Men stuff, I would love to hold out until I can get the first appearance issue with the original 5 members of the X-Men. I think that would be a sick issue to have. I would have that displayed up on the wall for sure. Let's get with the comics. First one is a classic. I have been eyeing this for a minute now, and I think it's finally time that this gets to go onto the wall. We have here Action Comics number 1. This is the debut of Superman. I saw that this is the only one. It's not the only one, because there were some I think I saw on the shelves, but I think it was a variant cover. So I could be wrong about this, but this was the only one I saw as an actual facsimile in my LCS, so I had to pick it up for sure. I love Superman. This has been on my list for like a minute now of stuff that I need to pick up. So I can't wait to have this displayed on my wall. Next up we have here is issue number 1 of Batman as well, the debut of Batman and Robin. I think this is also the debut of the Joker, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Maybe someone will tell me in the comments down below. But yeah, again, one of the characters that I love reading the most in DC Comics is Batman. So had to pick up this, one of my favorite DC characters next to Flash. Speaking of Flash, we have issue number 1 of Flash. This is the debut of Flash here. I think they had like a foil version of this. I don't know if they had any just normal covers. So I had to pick this one up for sure, because I think they had some other Flash stuff, but like they were different key issues. But this one I really wanted to debut for sure, because I think this is the only one that they might have had in the store. So, and again, Flash is my favorite character. It's guaranteed that I get this. Next up, I had this on my mind for a minute now, because I was thinking this would be awesome to have on my wall. And it is the first appearance of the Fantastic Four. This is their debut, I think, and this is them fighting Giganto, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure, but yeah, first appearance issue, Fantastic Four, I think would look sick on the wall, having it displayed there. And you know, I also love the recent Marvel movie for it, and I grew up with, you know, the early 2000 live action Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba. So I had to pick this up. I've been eyeing this for a hot minute now, and I thought it was time to get it. The last one was a toss-up because I didn't know which one I really wanted more, but then I kind of narrowed it down to the pricing because, again, like I said earlier, I was on a budget, and I ultimately ended up getting the first appearance issue of the Incredible Hulk. We got Gray Hulk here too. I don't really know. I don't not know too much, but like I don't really read a lot of Hulk stuff, and I think this would be sick to get. It was really between this and Iron Man, the first appearance issue of Iron Man, and this was the one. This was the one I settled on because I thought, you know what, this I gotta grab. This was the only one they had too. The Iron Man was the only one they had as well for the first appearance, but I doubt anyone's gonna be grabbing that anytime soon. So maybe we'll use my free comic my free comic book coupon to get that facsimile version. But this is gonna be going on the wall. I'm excited to have this displayed. Now, as well as those, we have some other comics that I have picked up recently that are gonna be going on my wall as well. So the first one we have here is my Todd McFarlane cover of Spider-Man. This is going to be on the wall. I know that the store that I got it from, they have the Todd McFarlane Venom, and it costs the same price as the Spider-Man here that I picked up, and I would love to get it at some point. I don't know when that would be. Maybe it might be soon. I mean, knowing me, but yeah, I think that'd be sick to have on the wall for sure. But Spider-Man's gonna have to go there first though, because I keep saying it. He's my favorite Marvel character, so I gotta display him. And you already know what else is gonna be on the wall. We have here the 3 signed comics I got from this past week, from Franklin Jonas, Kurt Pyers, and Tony Fleeks. They're gonna be going on my wall for sure. And I got at least 2 more that I'm gonna be displaying. The other 2 that I would love to have displayed on my walls are both covers B and C of Royals. We have the yellow and red variants here. The next issue of Royals comes out next week, and I can't wait to have that up on display too after reading it, of course, because yeah. And I don't know if I want to grab another copy of issue 1. Maybe I'm gonna have to if I want these displayed on the wall, but it would be nice to have the full red and yellow set for Royals, because I know issue number 3 is going to have one as well, but the only problem with that is that it's going to be a incentive cover, so that's going to suck a little bit. But if I can find it somewhere, hopefully that would be sick, and it would complete my collection of the red and yellow variant covers here. So this I'm excited to have displayed for sure. I mean, and alongside Royals too, I think for their 3rd issue they're also going to have an A and B cover that are matching, so I think that would also look sick on the wall as well if I really want to switch up some stuff. And that is just about everything comic wise related that I need to show you, and I think it's finally time to start setting up this wall, so let's get to it. Okay, so I removed all the posters and everything that was here. The only problem though is that there's a lot of residue left, and it took a while because one of the posters literally got stuck to the wall, and I had to scrape it out, and it took several hours. I even had to go out, eat some dinner, but I don't think this is gonna get done in this one night, so part of this is gonna have to continue tomorrow. So yeah. It is officially day number 2. It's already pretty late into the evening. A lot of my morning was spent doing a lot of other different stuff. But I did go out and I got a couple more stuff because I realized the amount of comics that I wanted to display was not even. So I got some more comics here to put on the wall. Let me show you what I got here. first one I got here, this was one I have on camera, so I guess I can officially show it. But we have here the first appearance issue of Deadpool, which is awesome. I love the way that it looks. It's very colorful, very vibrant. I love the art style a lot. Very comic-esque, very cartoony somewhat. Even the text is it's just awesome to look at. Just pure eye candy. But again, Deadpool, a Marvel character that I love a lot, so I had to pick it up. The next one was part of that debate of yesterday of what I wanted to get, and I got it. So we have Iron Man. We have here the first appearance issue of Iron Man. This is it's a big premiere one because this is the nothing like what the original is, but like that all yellow suit. Was stoked to get this because this was the only one that they had in store, so I'm just happy that I got this, and now I can display on the wall. For the very last one, this one I didn't get on camera, me picking it up from the previous day, but I thought why not, because I think this would be awesome to have. There really wasn't that many from the DC side that I was really wanting to pick up. There weren't a lot of really insane key issues that were facsimile wise, but Marvel had a bit, and so I picked up the first appearance issue of the Avengers here as they are going into Loki. I mean, it just looks cool, right? You have Thor here on the cover, OG Iron Man, OG Hulk. You got even Ant-Man and Wasp here. Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I'm very stoked to have this displayed on the wall for sure. All right, but I do have some tape left that I gotta get off of my walls, and it might take a while because I don't really have an actual way of getting rid of it besides just kind of picking it off. So this will take a little bit. I mean, as you can see behind me, there is quite a bit. That sucks, but I'm gonna try and get it done today. So let's get to it. Okay, so after a little bit of work, there's still a lot of residue left over, but it's kind of the best that I can really try and do to the best of my ability with what I have. And all I really had was just a scraper. So let's get to putting up my comics because I am kind of just tired of waiting, and I'm also just tired in general. I started this yesterday, and it's gone on until the next night, and I would rather not have to wait, and I would love to get this video out for you guys. So I'm gonna try and rush the process a little bit, but I'm gonna make sure to polish it up in the future. So let's start putting these comics up. Here's what the wall looks like now. It didn't really even out from this side all the way towards here, which is where I kind of wanted it to be, because I have a total of 14 comics. So I didn't get the last two to be top and bottom, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it's still fine having it there. I do need to remove some of the other tape that I have left up, but honestly, I got rid of it's hidden a majority of the adhesives, a lot, right here in the middle. You can't really see except for on the sides, over here, maybe a little bit in the middle, but that's all right. But I think honestly it turned out pretty well, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, this looks awesome to look at. Okay guys, and here's what the wall looks like behind me now. It took me a while to get done. The cleaning up part was probably the longest process. Setting all of this up here behind me probably took another hour or so, because it's just me. I'm trying to figure it out how to put it there, but I honestly think it looks pretty nice. I don't know if you can really tell from, maybe it's a little bit blurry. How about that? I mean, I think it looks pretty nice. All the top row comics are my signed comics or some issues that I wanted to have on display because I thought they looked nice together, like my Royals B and C cover. Let me tilt this up a little bit so you can see it fully. But I mean, I think it looks awesome. The only ones that look a little bit off are my my DC comics, specifically my Flash, Superman, and Batman debut issues. Because the clips that I have, my command clips that I have holding up my comics, they aren't big enough to go around them because These are pretty thick comics, so I decided just to roll up some tape and have them stick to the wall. Probably not the most ideal thing to do, but it's what I have to work with, unfortunately. But that is going to have to do it for today. This started on Free Comic Book Day, and it is already 1 a.m. in the morning. I have class in the morning. I gotta wake up pretty early, and I wanted to make sure that I got this done. And I wanted to get this video out to you guys by hopefully later today. You'll see. But I mean, this was really fun. Free Comic Day was awesome. It was my first ever one, and I got to experience that with a huge community of people, and I thought that was awesome. Picking up a lot of different comics, and even getting a coupon for 4 free comics, which is insane. Really generous from my LCS. And it was also just really fun to get all these comics behind me. Picking up the ones specifically for the wall. Of course, I had some in mind already, such as my signed issues and some nice looking issues, such as the Royals one, of course, and my Spider-Man one, which, boom, right there. That's gonna have to wrap it up for this video. I'm pretty tired. The entire time I was cleaning up was already tiring. Trying to scrape off all of the tape that I use front posters, which I have now learned to never use again, and I should just be using some other different adhesives or mounting adhesives, like command strips or whatnot. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it that you take the time out of your day to watch these videos. If you have been enjoying this kind of content and you want to see more, please subscribe, leave a like, comment down below some of your favorite comics and some stuff that you are proud to say you have in your collection. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Peace.